Hi, I'm Anita. Welcome to another video. Well, guess what I got in the mail? November dollar bead box. So we're going to be revealing the contents for the dollar bead box for November 2024. So let's check it out and see what's in here. Okay, so let's see what the inspiration paragraph is for November. Although we don't know the author of this quote, we think it describes the inspiration of our November box beautifully. Our latest selection of beads features rich shades of warm amber, deep rust, and soft gold, perfect for crafting pieces that evoke the cozy spirit of autumn. So that's kind of a hint of what the color palette's going to be. So let's pull this all out. Also got the dollar bead bag, which I'm subscribing to. Oh, look at that. That's an interesting color palette with some fall colors. And here's a sneak peek at the dollar bead bag. Wow. Isn't that beautiful? Very, very autumny looking. Beautiful golden colors. So let me get this all arranged and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to start the revealing process here by talking about the dollar bead bag. So we're getting a total of 8 strands and it's a great deal. It's $8 a month for the dollar bead bag. So you've got 50 pieces of each 3mm per strand and 4mm per strand. It's a pretty good deal. Now, they also have monthly memberships for the bead box, and I'll talk about those later. So to start with our pieces of beautiful beads here, let's talk about the 3mm strands. This first one is a light topaz luster. Very, very, very soft color. Got a nice shine to it. And you've got, like I mentioned, 50 Firepolish beads on this strand. Very pretty. So the next strand, this is called Citrine Luster AB, or the tangerine. This looks more tangerine to me, so I'm going to guess that this is the tangerine shade. Very pretty. It's got a nice sparkle and it's a translucent color, very soft color of tangerine. Our next strand, this is a antique brass copper or vintage rose gold luster. So I'm thinking this looks more rose gold to me, and it's got a really nice shine to it. Beautiful strand. See if you can see that up close. Very pretty. And our last strand in the 3mm, it's either citrine vitrol or matte citrine. I think this is the citrine vitrol. Got some very interesting variations on the color with the citrine mixed in. Very pretty. Now for the 4mm strands, this is the 4mm in this citrine vitrol, which is nice. We're getting it in both the 3mm and the 4mm. Check that out. Isn't that pretty? Goodness. The next strand in 4mm is again the Citrine Luster AB or Citrine. This definitely looks like the Citrine Luster AB to me because you can definitely see the AB coating on here. Very pretty. And for those of you who aren't familiar, the AB stands for Aurora Borealis. This is just beautiful. So pretty. Our next strand is the light topaz, just like we have in the 3mm, which is really nice. So you're getting it in both the 3 and the 4mm. Awesome. And the last strand in the 4mm is Citrine Rainbow. That's very interesting. So it's got different shades, and it definitely has the rainbow effect in here. You can see some hints of the AB coating that makes it sparkle with the different colors. This is beautiful. Okay, so let me go on to the dollar bead box and I'll get that all set out for you. Be right back. Okay, let's start with the strands. Absolutely beautiful. Look at these different shades. Very nice. This will make a beautiful piece of jewelry, whether it's earrings, necklace, or bracelet. So starting with our first strand here, this is an 8mm Czech Firepolish, and this is called mustard travertine, and you get approximately 15 pieces. 8mm is a good size bead. That's very pretty. You can see the little speckles of brown in there. That's almost looks like a type of, well, it does look like mustard. Very pretty. So for our next strand, this is a 2.5 by 4mm Czech Glass Rondelles. Now this color is called alabaster travertine. These are some small beads, very pretty. You get approximately 35 pieces on this little strand. Got some really nice, interesting texture and colors speckled throughout. Very pretty. Our next strand, these are 6mm Czech Firepolish, and these are also alabaster travertine. Similar to very close in color to the rondelles here. These are 6mm. You get approximately 20 pieces in this strand. Those are beautiful. This next strand, these are Czech glass bicones and a 6mm. And not like your traditional bicones, these have a soft edge to them. And this is also alabaster medium travertine. You get about 25 pieces on this. Color palette is just very beautiful. Our next strand, these are 4mm Czech Glass Druks beads. And this is a gold acid wash. You get about 25 pieces here. Very interesting. It's got a kind of a soft finish to it. Not real shiny, but it's got the sparkle from the gold, so it's very interesting. And for the last strand, these are 5mm Czech Firepolish beads. It's nice to get 5mm. These are called beige opal travertine. You get about 25 pieces here. Very nice. Okay, so that was the strands. Let me go on to the additional items, and I'll be right back. For our next item, you have 8mm Czech Glass flat stars. And this is in a bronze luster. You get approximately 6 pieces. Oh, those are beautiful. Look at that. Very soft metallic color on both sides, and the hole runs down the center. Very pretty. For our next item, we have 17mm Czech glass spikes, and these are in an opaque beige. You get about 4 pieces. Oh, that's really pretty. It's similar to what they had in the last bead box, and I believe I did a tutorial on doing a pair of earrings with these, with the wire wrap. I'll link that below if you're curious to see that tutorial on how to use these spike beads. Very pretty, and they're good size. 17mm, that's pretty long. They almost look like teeth. Very cute. So that's the spike beads. Let me go on to the next item. For our next item, we have 4mm Czech glass squares. These are in a caramel color, and you get about 15 pieces. Very pretty. They definitely look like caramel. Bring these up close. Oops. Very pretty. For our next item, we have a 17 by 22mm Czech glass bumblebee, and this is an amber crystal. You get 1 piece. Oh, look at the detail on that. Very pretty. And it's on both sides, and the drill is holed down the center. Very cute. That would make a beautiful focal piece for a pendant. Beautiful. For our next item, we have 8mm Czech Glass bell flowers in a honey brown. You get approximately 8 pieces. Those are so cute. You could really do some interesting earring dangles with these, or you could probably use them as little charms on a bracelet by doing some wire wrapping. Those are really pretty. For our next item, we have 7mm Czech Glass faceted rounds in a chestnut opal, and you get 10 pieces. These are pretty, very different. Got a soft facet to them. Very beautiful. For our next item, we have 17mm Czech Glass Dragonflies in a beige opal travertine with copper wash. That's interesting. My invoice sheet says 1 piece, but they actually, it must have been a typo error, but they sent me 2. So, which would seem logical to me. You can make a beautiful pair of earrings with these. Who doesn't like dragonflies? Isn't that beautiful? With the copper wash in there, really makes it stand out. And it's like a table cut, so you've got a dragonfly on both sides. Very pretty, and there's the thickness of it. I'd say that's about a 4mm thickness. And there's the hole drilled through the center. Very pretty. All right, let's see what's next. And our next item are 7mm Czech Glass rondelles in a beige travertine. You get about 12 pieces here. Very pretty. And the color variations are so consistent with a whole set of beads that they have here. Goes really well together. Those are beautiful. Just beautiful. For our next item, we have 5mm Czech Glass hexagons, and you get 8 pieces. Very interesting. Pull that up close, and you can definitely see the hexagon shape on there. Look like little bolts. Very cute. So you get a total of 8 pieces. Very nice. For our next item, we have 10mm Czech Glass sunset flowers in an antique gold, approximately 8 pieces. Very soft color, very soft shine to these, very beautiful. And there's your hole and your flowers on both sides. You could make some very pretty things with this. For our next item, we have a Czech Glass metallic mix in an antique gold. 20 grams, and look at all the beads you get in here. Wow. There are some 2-hole beads in here as well. I think these are chili beads, and I'm not sure what these are called, but it's going to be fun to play around with these. Now, they had a similar assortment in the last dollar bead box where it was a Czech Glass mix. I don't recall what the color was, but I did use a few of the beads in there to also make a pair of earrings on the last bead box, and I'll include that link below if you're curious to see what I made. But quite a bit of choices here. You've got some dagger beads in here also. These are single hole dagger beads. Some semi-crescent shape beads with a center hole there. Very interesting. Not sure what this shape is, but it looks like a little bow tie, half of a bow tie. Very cute. And here's a disc bead and a round bead. You could probably make a beautiful focal necklace or something with this, with some dangling other Firepolish beads, and that would really look very nice. Lots of choices, and you have a bar bead here with the hole going down the center. Very, very interesting. mix here. So let's see what's next. Okay, for our last item, we have a couple of tiara cast oak leaf charms, and these are 6 by 11 millimeter, antique gold plated, and you get approximately 2 of these. Those are so cute. Look at the detail on that leaf. These would look gorgeous on a pair of earrings. Let's see what the back looks like. It's the same on both sides. That's very nice. And these feel like a very good quality of a charm. Very nice. So that wraps it up for the dollar bead box for November. Let me get everything arranged and I'll be right back. So this wraps it up for the November 2024 dollar bead box and dollar bead bag. So everything from here up is the contents from the dollar bead bag, and everything below is from the dollar bead box. A great deal. I believe that if you subscribe to the dollar bead box, if you do I think it's 6 months to a year, you get the discounted rate of $18.50, and then the dollar bead bag is $8. And then, if you do 3 months, it's a little bit more expensive. So I'll include the link to the dollar bead box if you're curious and want to check out what their rates are. Sometimes they include findings and sometimes they don't. That's the only thing I'm not too wild about with this particular one. But overall, you get some gorgeous Czech glass beads, a lot of nice focal beads, and I just love the Firepolish bead bag club because that's very reasonable for a strand of 50 for $1 a strand. That's pretty good. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and stay tuned for watching more videos on what I'm going to be creating with all these beautiful, beautiful beads. If you're not a subscriber yet, I hope that you do subscribe. Give me a thumbs up and feel free to leave a comment. I also sell my own jewelry, so you'll see the link to my website below in the description box if you click more. I'll also provide you with links to the dollar bead box and some of the other suppliers that I use as well. So keep watching. Stay tuned for some more fun videos. Looking forward to having you back. And those of you that have subscribed, I really appreciate it. And those of you who are watching my videos, thank you so much for coming back. Have a wonderful week and happy beading, everyone.